Hey there everybody, Chrono here, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy VII. In the last episode, our buggy broke down. We entered the Cosmo Canyon, found out that Red XIII's real name is actually Neneki. Neneki resents his father. Everyone else is also having memory flashbacks because Era feels that, she's the only Cetra alone. Even though she has Sephiroth, but Sephiroth is a douche. We don't really count him because he's an asshole. And now, Red XIII still hates his father. Bugenhagen wants to show Neneki that something, whatever it is, I don't know what it is, but we're gonna find out. And he says it's dangerous, so obviously we are gonna have to prep ourselves. We're fine for the most part, but I'm gonna just say this now. Be sure to have some... You know what? That actually brings up a good point. I'm gonna cut until I actually go ahead and pick up some ethers. Be right back, guys. Alright, now we're actually finally back. I needed to actually pick up some ethers because the last time I did this, I kind of did run out of magic, and this area kind of does end up consuming a hell of a lot of magic for all the wrong reasons. The reason is because where we're going right now, we're going to be fighting some undead creatures. Now, I was saying that what you are going to be needing is an X potion. It would actually make the boss easier. There is no save point down there, so fair warning for that. Be sure to have all for cure, because the enemies that you're going to be fighting are going to be undead creatures, so that's always fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually switch around cure, even though I would love for, what is it, manipulate? Okay, I don't really need manipulate again, to be fair. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to equip. You see, it's weird too, because with me, when it comes to regular magic, I don't really bother to utilize them. And there's really nothing else. You don't need to level up the Chocobo lore. It doesn't do anything. To my knowledge, I don't think it does anything. I don't know. We're not gonna be needing the manipulative materia. I don't really need any other materia on here, because unless I went out of my way to go get haze, but hold on, you guys got enemy skill on? Because I kind of don't really remember anymore. Yes. Alright. And there is a monster in here that does sport an enemy skill called Death Sentence. The only type of enemy that consists of it is some weird little four-legged dog-looking enemy. Another thing. Since there's no save point here, be sure to save before coming in here so that, you don't get stuck. You don't get a dead game or whatever. You just get stuck. But welcome to the Cave of the Gi. And the Cave of the Gi sports random encounters. These caves here will sport random Gi type enemies that we can face. These guys are mandatory, mind you. You don't really, these guys are optional. You don't have to fight them, but you do kind of have to. For your first time, you're gonna obviously go through all these caves and try to break them open and try to find the switch and whatever. But if you find the wrong one, you will run into these guys, and their names go by the Gi Specters. To be able to take care of these guys without any trouble, what you do is you grab your cure, you grab your cure 2, and you essentially utilize it on them. And they will die in one hit because they are undead creatures. They do not like cure at all. They're very susceptible to holy. So yeah. So we take care of them. Sadly, however, the other reason as to why I'm also fighting all these guys is because, well, they kind of give you a crap ton of they give you experience and also money, and money is pretty important to me right now. It's seriously important. Holy crap, you have no idea. Anyways, sadly, however, I kind of wish that Yuffie had Yuffie had Cure 2 as well. She will be learning Cure 2 soon, but for right now, she will forever just have Cure 1. And Cure 1 doesn't even do a lot of damage to them. Cure 2 does a lot, though. Alright. Actually, now that I think about it, what level is Cure for her? It's at 406. 506. I don't know why I said 406. Wow, I cannot count. Alright, so now we're gonna fight the enemies that actually reside in this. That dog-looking enemy that you see over there, that's the enemy that we want. The snake-looking enemies, however, the Heg actually are annoying. The Sneaky Step will be the one that you want to go ahead and cast Death Sentence on you. But half of the time, he doesn't really feel like doing it. Sometimes he does do it on his first turn, but if he doesn't, just don't bother waiting. Because in all fairness, it's really pointless. Sadly, however, Red XIII does not have, did not learn any of his other limit breaks yet. He still has Lunatic Hide and Slit Fang, which doesn't really do that much. Now these guys, these snakes, have two different physical attacks. They have the regular physical attacks, and they also have their poison physical attack. I think they also have a physical attack that stops you as well, but don't quote me on that. Alright, Yuffie, load up fire. Thank God. So yeah, that's actually all the enemies. There is one more enemy here, and for any arachnophobic fans out there, it's kind of like a spider. I'm only going to showcase it once, but after that, obviously I'm going to be skipping the fight. But just for like fair warning, I accidentally cured myself. Cool. I hate when that happens. I hate when I accidentally go ahead and hit the button twice, which I didn't even need to. But that's fine, because, you know, curing ourselves is pretty neat, you know? But yeah, now that that's all over and done with, I can now start cutting out fights until, you know, one of those dog-looking enemies does death sentence on us. So yeah, after that point, random encounters will now be cut until we end up fighting the spider-looking enemy, and that's really it. So we hit this. This opens the door. We can get that materia soon, but just later. Alright. Let's continue on forward. Bugenhagen. Everyone here is a ghost of the Gi tribe, killed in a certain battle. A certain battle? The vengeful spirit of the Gi didn't disappear and couldn't return to the live stream. We still have a far to go. By far to go, only like 2 sections, and then that's it. Alright, so this... Okay, well, we got lucky. Sadly, we got to showcase Death Sentence, but sadly, they did it to a character that doesn't even have an enemy skill on. This is kind of the reason as to why you need 3 enemy skills in this game, because having 3 enemy skills kind of helps out to be able to learn almost all the enemy skills. But yeah, you saw Death Sentence there, and I don't need to go ahead and showcase them again. We will hopefully get Death Sentence by the time we leave this area. Alright, so here, this little texture right here is actually slip and slide. If you run, you will slide right here into the spikes that will protrude out of this wall. And they do a crap ton of damage. I'm going to say this to you right now. They do like almost half of all your health. And this is the added effect material. I'm actually going to equip that because I don't know what it does, but hey, it probably does something. It ends up like it adds materia status to an equipped armor or weapon. It's kind of almost similar to the all materia and also the elemental materia, because I think the elemental materia gives you the same thing, an added effect. See, that's the thing. I'm going to put it on screen what it does, and hopefully you guys, I can probably like make it a little bit more understandable for you guys, because to be honest, me trying to explain it, I don't even know what the hell the materia even does, because I don't even use it, to be honest with you. I don't even use it. It's probably useful later on, but I actually don't know what it really does, so I'm going to put it on the screen right now. Yeah. Editing, yo. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, cool. I'm glad that fight was done and over with. Is there anything over here? No, there isn't. But to be able to get back, you obviously do have to walk. And we can get those 2 churches down below, and we are going to go get those 2 churches because, god damn it, we need it. We want to get, like, everything in this area because we're not coming back in this area. There's no point coming back to this area. Alright, cool. I think Yuffie actually leveled up Ice now that I think about it. Yes, she did. Okay, Ice is now Ice too. It's actually a good thing though, because there is one particular boss that I did get screwed over by because he does have elemental weakness. Where the hell is Ether? Why the hell is it all the way down there? Jeez, man. I hate the inventory system in this game. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong, but maybe there is a way to actually put it there. We are going to be using the turbo ethers because, like I said, there is no save point, so we can't utilize our tent strategy. And the game kind of does give you ethers. It's like they want you to use magic in this place, you know? Just saying. Just saying. All right, so Red 13, Yuffie have also finally learned death sentence. So now I don't have to actually worry so much about them anymore. Thank God, now we can actually leave. What's up, Bugenhagen? As you can see, this cave leads back to the Cosmo Cannon. Even though the Gi outnumbered us, they could not attack through here because the passage is too narrow. Let's move on. Ah, thank you for your wonderful trivia. Alright, so arachnophobic warning. We are going to be meeting a spider. I know it's probably, you know, this is only for anyone who's like afraid of spiders. Because I don't want people to get like afraid or anything. Because I know how phobias are. But anyways, once you end up walking through this web, you will encounter the stinger. So for right now, as I'm talking, just look away so you don't actually see the thing. So the enemy here that we're fighting is basically a weird spider that's technically called a stinger. It has the capabilities of doing one particular move that does a lot of damage once it gets down to half HP. The thing is that its move that it does, which is called Stinger Bomb or Sting Bomb or whatever it's called, does half the damage to your HP. Think of it as this game's version of Demi. Which is kind of funny because the boss that we're going to be fighting in here, spoiler warning, we are going to be fighting a boss, actually does give you the materia called Demi. Or Gravity, I should say. It's actually called Gravity in this game for whatever reason. But yeah. This guy is pretty annoying because he will just cut down your HP by half and then do one physical attack to be able to kill your opponents. You want to be careful for that because that can screw you over. And that's it. Alright, you can look back on the screen now, because you don't have to worry too much. Now that whenever we actually encounter that guy, we are going to be skipping him. So don't worry, folks. Arachnophobics are now safe. But no, in all seriousness, like, you know, just be sure to just look away from the screen. I don't like to put fear in people's faces when it comes to things like that, because I know how phobias can be. Anyways, I'm glad that was friggin' easy to kill, because that guy was pathetic. And cut. Alright, it's another spider down. Really? You know, it's actually a good thing that we do end up getting, like, enemy skills now, because it also means that all enemies will now just die without any problems, which is beautiful. Because one of the problems that this game kind of has, like, I always thought that random encounters took friggin' forever. Anyways, come over here, get the fairy ring, which is a much better accessory than the star pendant, which only gives you poison. But this one, the fairy ring, gives you poison and darkness. Even though, to be perfectly honest, I have yet to find enemies in this area that will actually induce darkness to me. But hey, I could be totally wrong. We could probably actually run into something that actually does induce darkness, you know? Alright. Dude, we totally got it. We're totally in there. We got 3 Cure 2s. That's good, because to be perfectly honest, getting past regain is a friggin' nightmare. Like, I'm being totally honest with you. I don't like how you have to go and get past, what is it, to actually progress with the level up system of the cure spell, which sucks because I don't like regain. I mean, regain is useful. Alright, and that is all the speed ores. Okay, so we come over here, we can grab ourselves another turbo ether. And I'm gonna say this now, I'm not gonna even bother. Okay, before we finish off this thing, I also noticed I did not even bother to showcase Ifrit. This is Ifrit, because I might as well showcase him before I completely neglect him. Go, Ifrit. do your attack that, funny enough, is also kind of similar to what you do in Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, it does actually one-shot you. Well, that's great. And that was it for it, guys, and now I can get rid of that materia, because like I said, I'm showcasing every single summon except for one. Probably won't be able to get one of the... There is one summon that I'm probably not going to be able to get, but I'll go into more detail with that when we actually meet it. Or get to it, I should say. This warrior went through the cave alone, fighting attackers one after another. Grandpa, that warrior... We're almost there. God damn it, Bugenhagen and his Bugen secrets. Anywho, once you're prepared, I'm just gonna say this right now. This boss is very easy. After death, the ghost of the Gi like stagnated air. This can't be. And it's time to fight the leader of the Gi. Say hello to the boss with his flaming spectras and the soul fires and the Gi Nataka or Natak. Alright, so you guys are probably wondering, how the hell do you kill this guy in one and why is this guy so easy? Well, here's the thing. You know all those X potions that they gave us? Just use X potions and you pretty much won the fight. You think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding. The boss fight is over. That's it. Yep, that's it. So people who basically like had trouble playing this game the first time, who didn't know how undead creatures work, yeah, just throw an X potion at him and it one-shots him. That's it. Like, that's it. Okay, but if you want actual strategies for this guy, he will end up putting one of the soul fires inside one of your characters. The soul fires only use one ability. That's Fire 2. They never use anything else. They will sometimes use Fire 2 to heal themselves, and then they would use Fire 2 on themselves to be able to hit you. So that's essentially all they do. They don't do anything else. The Gi Master does do attacks here and there, but his attacks are not too threatening to be so dangerous, you know? The warrior who fought against the Gi, he kept them from taking even one step into Cosmo Canyon. But he was never able to return to town. Look, Naneki, look at your father, at the warrior, Seto. That's Seto? Seto continued to fight the Gi tribe here to protect this canyon. Even after the Gi's poisonous arrows turned his body to stone, even after they all ran away, Seto continued to protect us. And he continues to protect us even now. Even now? You thought that he was a coward and ran away, but he alone risked his life to protect Cosmo Canyon. That is your father, Seto. That is Seto? Did Mother know? She knew. The two of them made me promise to keep this cave shut. They asked me to seal it myself and not to tell a soul. They said we should forget about this cave. Cloud, would you mind leaving the two of us alone? Naneki, I want you to continue your journey with Cloud and the others. Listen, Naneki. Cloud says they are trying to save the planet. Honestly, I don't think it can be done. For even if they stop every reactor on the planet, it's only going to postpone the inevitable. Even if they stop Sephiroth, everything will perish. But Naneki, I've been thinking lately. I've been thinking if there was anything we could do as part of the planet, something to help the planet already in misery. No matter what happens, it's important to try. Am I just wishing against fate? I'm too old to do anything about it. This year I'll be 130. That is why, Naneki, you must go with them for my sake. I wanted to show you your real father before you left. I'm so glad that you came back while I was still alive to show you. Grandpa, don't talk like that. I don't want to think of life without you. Well, I've had a long life. Grandpa, you must live. I'll see to it. I'll see to what's happening to the planet, and I'll come back to tell you. I am the Neki of Cosmo Canyon, the son of the warrior Seto. I'll come back a warrior true to that noble name, so please. That's Seto's. The bug is fixed, so we can go now. Who fixed it? The people outside? Man, the Cosmo Canyon people, you know, even though they're a bunch of tribemen, you'd think they wouldn't know anything about technology or electrical engineering. Just saying. I mean, to be honest, it's kind of weird. Anyways, taking Barrett back and taking Yuffie back, because why the hell not? Because why not, you know? Actually, you know. Well. I guess that's it. I mean, Naneki did say that this was his final hurrah. He is going to be staying here, so we can mosey. Wait for me, I'm coming too. What? So wait, we're just cool with that? Cloud, please look after Naneki. What happened? I think I grew up a little. That's what happened. Alright. Come back whenever you need my knowledge. Oh, trust me, dude. You kind of have some very good knowledge with you. Alright, and with that, that is what I'm calling it a part of Final Fantasy XIV. And 14. Wow! Alright, so yeah, I need to go. In the next episode of Final Fantasy VII, we're actually going to be heading to a familiar area. Probably it's an area that, you know, a lot of people are familiar with. We shall see what it's like. Who knows? Maybe it's a story that we were told back at the very beginning of when we finally got out of Midgar. See you guys next time for when we head to Niflheim. See you later. I cannot end shit.